It's the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Here we go.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
18, 5, 6. Cougar 19. Go.
From the gun, Milrow. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up third down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's third down. Shotgun now for Milrow. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up fourth down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Rattler to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Trying to run for it. Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
95.
Throwing is Rattler. Oh, trying for a long day, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love. The 30. The 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return offense slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Set, ready, cut.
2nd and 4. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Let's go now. Think you can throw? Cut.
Rattler setting the throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Fight. Number
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready, ready. Set.
Rattler. Screen here for Kamara. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
From the 35 on 2nd down. That's caught by Chris Olave. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Heel, drop down. Ready.
From the 18 on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First down throw here from Milroe. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing. But, boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
19, Tiger, past the 60, past the 60.
Milroe throwing again now on 2nd down. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hold the ready.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Milroe from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
He has it at the 46. And some crafty work on the return gets him all the way down inside the red zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now Rattler. Has it in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints trim the lead to 1. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 19, 18. Look at 19.
Milroe now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the set.
That's the end of 1. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at 1st down here.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Milroe to throw. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort. So no gain on 1st down.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19
gonna throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Has a man on target to Johnson. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. And they drop him after just a yard. Second down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Rattler. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Straight.
Rattler back to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. From the gun, Milrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing off the play fake here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
5, 6. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing his Rattler. Dumped off to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready. I got. Six.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Saints get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
First down, ball at the 36.
Down. Hut.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5.
Ready.
They'll go play action. Throwing the out route complete. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ready. Ready. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Drops back. Good pressure from the defense there, has them trending in the wrong direction.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give them a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
And cycle.
So an exciting first half partner has finally reached the 2-minute warning. And it's the Saints. Backed up a mile here on second down.
Ready. Set.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He got maybe a yard there, so a long third and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Here he is on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Tony now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
The Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Shotgun now for Milrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie. And that'll give him a new set of downs. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down throw here from Milrow. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Milrow with it on first. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Second and 10 now. He's got a man left. And he's tackled for no gain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Milrow throwing on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3. Completed to his running back. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
One last play before the break.
Here we go.
He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. That's going to catch the crossbar and be sent backwards. No good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Fair catch brought in right at the 40.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Off the play fake, Milrow. It's him on the in route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Milrow, first and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Milrow from the gun. That pass is caught by Horton. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19. Cowboy 80. Go.
From the gun, Milrow. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready, set,
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing it again here. Has it at the 7. Give them about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. The bat's got it. He got out of bounds after a small gain.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
Here we go.
Walker. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Got to manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Viking 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. What's the key? Let go.
Speed move. Uh-oh, ball's out. And the Saints grab it. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And his return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive scoop and score touchdown.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward.
He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They go play action on 1st. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
Here's 2nd and 7. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 3rd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field. You can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
He's got it at the 6. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Good run there, about 9. It's still 3rd down coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready, set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now, Mill Row. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Throwing now from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Hits him on the out route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Rattler to the air now. Screen here for Camara. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
6-yard line.
Finds a man underneath. It's Camara. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Working quickly here.
First down, New Orleans.
Play action on 1st down. Gets it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Saints, first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They run it from the gun with Camara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
So now, 10.
From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Darnold. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trail by a field goal. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He'll look to throw it. Will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Setting up to pass. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partner, as they try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
Hey, week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Lee down for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Red, strike it. Move 32. Set.
Rattler back to throw. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Set.
Now Rattler. And be caught by his back, Camaro. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their first win of the season. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win it home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths.